Okay, so I guess we're gonna start this video with Brendan. I guess not with Brendan. Hey, buddy. So hi, welcome back to Filomena Jack Studio Vlog the 6th. 6 is one of my favorite numbers, so I'm sure this is gonna be awesome. It's Sunday, November 6th. That's also cool. And I feel like it's the last day of the first week of me really working as an independent artist, and it's been a great week. I've been a bit confused. I apologize to any friends and buddies that I've seen out and about, and I've said things like, hey, how was your weekend? And then you respond something like, oh, it's Wednesday. And we had a time change today, which I'm so glad about. I slept in, but I don't feel quite as guilty because it's actually an hour earlier. That's kind of boss. So I've got 3 commission orders in right now. I've got one for, I guess I don't want to say your name in case it's a gift. I've got one, it's a Futurama inspired piece. I've got this guitar that some lovely buddies have commissioned me to paint. And I did some research to make sure it wasn't an heirloom. Like, I don't want to be that girl that, you know, dumb girl paints $1 million guitar, you know. So it seems like it's okay to paint this. And I feel like I've taken too long, but I feel some sort of nervousness because we only have this one guitar. Like, if I mess this guitar up, I'm not going to mess the guitar up. Positive thinking. But, you know, I've only got one, whereas if someone gives me a commission piece to do their dog or something, I've got probably a few canvases around. Is it canvi? Canvases. I've got a few canvases around that I could, you know, redo it. And one of it's a couple who's ordered the guitar piece, and I'm trying to fit in a lot of things. Like, she's really into chickens, and I love chickens, so I'd love to have some sort of chicken influence. And they really like Santana. I really like Santana, so I want to get that vibe. I went and I visited the room where it's going to live, the guitar, and I want to be very careful to get it right. And she is a beautiful Zentangle artist. So I got this book from our library. Thank you, library. So I'm using it as some inspiration. So that's something that's going on. And then I have this large photo project that I just need to get the final images to the printer. So that's due this week. Brendan, wait, you've heard this chirping. This is Brendan, my lovebird. Long story about Brendan. I think about his life a lot and how to make it better. Oh, it takes a lot of energy. So those are 3 things I'm working on. Then again, I'm working on things for various craft fairs. I'm trying to get into various craft fairs. There he is. Hi, Brendan. So I've been applying to things. I've been networking. I also started an application to have a solo exhibition at the Arts Council at their new gallery. So a lot of work to be done there. So lots of work to be done there. The application isn't due for a little while, so I have some time. So I've been working on more bunnies. I kind of love her. And this symbol, whenever you see this symbol in my paintings, they, for me, symbolize kind of like your spirit guides coming to visit you. They look like this cool, funky 70s design. I guess maybe that's where it started, but I realized that they're like, to me, they're little portals of, and here comes the dog, who's going to be jealous that there's a bird on my head. Like your little spirit guides. So whenever you see those in my paintings, that's what they indicate. So if there's ever a test, you could pass the test. And, you know, we here in the U.S. are on the precipice of a major presidential election fight, battle royale. And I've had to stop looking at Facebook. I call it Facebag. I've had to stop looking at Facebag because God bless that unfollow button. We travel in a lot of circles, my husband and I. There's a lot of charity work and, you know, so we've got everything from these, you know, super right-wing people, super left-wing people, and us sort of in the center there. So I've had to stop looking at Facebook. You could tell, like, it's just not good for my mental health. I don't know about your mental health, but so I'm going to be doing more work on Instagram and just push notifying things to Facebook. So I think if you see me on Facebook, it's really just me push notifying something. I also have a client that I help with their Facebook account, so, but I'm staying off of Facebook for a while. Until, I guess, November 9th, you know, right after the election, if the world doesn't just fall apart. But I've been of many minds, you know, this week. I've been working hard at working. Does that make sense? I've been enjoying not having to get up by an alarm clock, but luckily my body is naturally waking me up pretty early, so I get motivated and working pretty quickly. I've been learning a lot this week. My dreams have been crazy. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, if you start a new class or a new job and you're learning all this stuff and like you kind of bring it back to the dream state with you. It's like crazy dreams. And I think these two paintings I've been working on this week really indicate like how my mind is just stretching in all of these directions. So I've got this lady here. She's not done yet. I thought it was pink hair, but now I think she's wearing a veil. I'm not sure. So I've got this lady, and then I've got this lady, which I feel like could almost be completely done. I see a little change here and there, but like these are the two kind of voices in my head right now. And I can't say that it's all election related, but it's a lot of election related. So I guess that's it for today. I've rambled on for almost 8 minutes. Thanks for hanging out. We're up to 11 subscribers. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much. Check out FilomenaJackStudio.com. There's a blog over there too if you want even more. Like, no, you don't want even more. But thank you. Ciao. Mwah.